Welcome once again to Nooks Tavern, the in-game in-studio podcast all about Animal Crossing New Horizons. Happy New Year to everybody. If you want to support the podcast, you can go to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern, or every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, go right here to twitch.tv/Nooks Tavern. With me, as always, the Gorn to my Horda, Mr. Philip D. Keating.
Hi, Kurt.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
Ah, man, what a great New Year's this is. How are you?
I am doing great. It's, it was, how were your holidays, really?
Yeah, that's the
we
thing,
took
right?
a little time off.
We haven't recorded since Christmas, Toy Day.
Joy day.
Yeah, no, I mean the holidays were good, low key, and spent it with people that I enjoy. So, how are
Now,
yours?
I don't know about you. Did you happen to do what I did and kind of jam in the holiday in game, like at inopportune times?
Well, no, because it only took me about 10 minutes to do it. So,
Oh, okay.
I knocked it out pretty early in the morning. Gave all my toys away. Picked up some toys. I noticed, like, if you were best friends with somebody in your village, then they gave you a toy back. Found that to be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
so that's what that was about.
Because the only three people that
I
gave me something back were Beardo, Diana, and Pietro.
I only had like 2 or 3. I think it was 3 that gave me something back as well. But I wasn't sure what the qualification was.
I don't know either. I'm just guessing because they're the only 3 people that I'm best friends with. So.
Yeah, I don't even remember who gave me or who did that, but I went around, talked to everybody, and yeah, it was good. And then so that was the Toy Day thing. I thought was pretty fun, and it worked out all right. The whole take the bag around and give gifts to everybody. The thing that I thought was cool was you could actually see who you didn't get. Like if you were down to one last one, you were looking for somebody.
True.
So that was nice.
Well, so lucky for me, like most of my villagers were just in the plaza, right? And I have my houses set up in streets, so like I could see by the chimney fire who was in their home and who wasn't. So I didn't have any issue keeping track of that.
You know, it's funny. You say looking at it through the chimney fire. I actually tend to look at mine based on the lights on in their houses.
Oh, interesting.
I never pay attention to the chimney fire.
Yeah, chimney smoke is the only way.
It's probably easier to do it that way.
It super is, because like it's very noticeable, and that's also how I figure out like which way the wind is blowing, by the way that the smoke on the chimney is bellowing out.
I actually just look at the shadows on the ground.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am sure I didn't get all of the recipes. I am.
Oh, there's no way.
There's no way.
They
didn't drop frequently enough, and yeah. So what I need to do though is figure out all of the. I have to go back and look at the list of the recipes you get from the snowmen, because I think I'm close on that one.
Same. We have until February to get all those, so, we have time on those.
Right. Yeah, and those are some pretty nice looking things. Honestly, those frozen items are pretty cool looking. That frozen bed, I'm not sure I'd ever want to sleep on, but
that'd be good. Good for the summer.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I've just got a bunch of them. So we'll see how that works out. How'd you do for New Year's?
I didn't. I mean, I legitimately didn't do anything. I didn't even sign in.
So you didn't get even the items or anything?
No, I did not sign in on New Year's Eve.
So I happened to get home because I was out visiting some friends, and it was friends that have all been tested and that we've It's a really small. It was a really small group, and I got home at about 11:45, and get inside, and my son is standing in the living room with his Switch out, and he's watching the countdown. And the only reason I was able to get anything is because you could get it even after the count happened.
Oh, okay.
So, so I got the glow stick, and I got all the variations of the hats that I could get. And apparently they were so you got like 4 colors of hats that you could purchase, but like as they do, different islands had different style hats.
Sure, of course. Now, once you purchase them, are they then in your Nooks catalog?
I don't know.
Okay, because like we've been talking about doing a toy swap with people, especially our patrons, right? So we can catalog these, and then I wonder if the hats would be cataloged as well, or if they're considered seasonal items that you can't purchase.
Well, I am going through my New Year's silk hat, not for sale.
Yeah, and there you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I was streaming on my own Twitch page from 9 p.m. till about 1:30 in the morning. So we were just playing community games of like Mario Kart and Jackbox games. So like I just didn't really have the opportunity to sign in during countdown.
Right. Yeah.
But it was.
So, but
it was
that being said, the coolest part, honestly, were the fireworks.
I do miss that from August, right? Those Sunday night fireworks shows.
Well, and then they put like 2021 in the sky, and they also had put up a giant countdown clock in the plaza.
Yeah, I saw a lot of
also very
pictures
cool.
of people in front of their countdown clocks.
Yep. So it was very, very cool.
So here's what happened during my Toy Day and New Year's Eve is that I had all these Toy Day toys just sitting around outside.
Yep.
And unbeknownst to me, that was the push that I needed to get to a 5-star island.
Oh, really? That's
but
awesome.
I didn't know that until after I cleaned up all my toys and put them away. And so I'm on the top of my island, and I see the flower, right?
Yep.
And I was just like, oh, there it is. Oh, my Lord, I've been waiting. So, like, I dig it up. I plant it in front. You know, it's the first flower you see when you enter into my village. I run down to City Hall, and I'm just like, Isabel, what's up, girl? Yo, talk to me. And she's like, you got a 4-star island, dude. What are you celebrating for? And I was just like, such a bummer.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine. I just keep getting the messages saying, hey, by the way, you have a 3-star island. It's good. You're good. It's all fine.
Man, it stung, but I'm very close, right? If I'm that close,
right,
or a couple toys been throwing around could get me to 5 stars, a little bit of work is all it's going to take to finally do it. I did not have work this Sunday, so I made an effort to go out and I bought some nips. Getting back into the nip game, and I said, Philip D. Keating, this is what you're going to do. You're going to sign in once a day, twice a day even. Get them nip prices. Stay on top of it. And then I completely forgot by Monday morning. Right, I would sign in. I would do dailies. I wouldn't even go into the store to like check nip prices because I forgot that I purchased them.
Right, because why would you do that?
Yesterday, one of our community members in the Discord, tiny.cc/Nooks Tavern, was like, hey, I'm trading at 532 right now. I'm going to keep my doors open. Anybody's welcome. And I was like, dope. I got off of work in 2 hours. I'll be there nips in hand. And I once I left work, I completely forgot.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now that I'm actively aware that, okay, I got to get rid of these turnips, I run to my store and they're like, yo, those are going to be like 51 bells each.
Yeah.
That's the best we're going to do this week for you is 51. So just a bunch of errors, tragedy of errors for me.
Yeah, I think you're just nip-averse. I just don't think that. I don't think you care that much.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
This might be the last time I buy turnips because I buy them and then I forget about them.
Right.
This isn't the first time this has happened.
Right. Now, if they were like, I don't know, photon torpedoes, you'd be buying all kinds of them.
I would have a blast doing it too.
You would.
So
So,
let's get into the short news that we have this week.
right, yeah, it's pretty quiet after the New Year's, but yeah. So we already did kind of talk about New Year's. The new thing that we normally go through, but we hadn't had a show in the last couple of weeks, was the new bugs, fish, and sea creatures.
So
that are coming to the game.
If you want, I'll do Northern Hemisphere and you can do Southern.
Oh, okay. You want to split it up by that way? rather than, okay.
We'll do it that way. This
All right. So let's start with Northern Hemisphere bugs.
We're not getting anything, and we're not losing anything.
Wait, what?
We're getting a goose egg on the board on across the entire board. Nothing. No new bugs. No new fish. Oh, I'm sorry. You just said bugs.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. So, So in Southern Hemisphere, though, there's more. The bugs that are coming in January, and we're already in January, but the bugs that are coming are the grasshopper, the brown cicada, the robust cicada, the giant cicada, the evening cicada, the cicada shell, the blue weevil beetle, the earth-boring dung beetle. Dung beetle took my snowball. Scarab beetle, saw stag, Miyama stag, Mayamo stag, giant stag, Cyclomatus stag, the golden stag, the giraffe stag, which isn't real.
They're
not horned, real. They're not real. The horned dynastid, horned atlas, horned elephant, horned Hercules, or Hercules, or no, it's got to be Hercules, right?
Yeah, it's Hercules.
I think it's just a typo. The walking stick, the walking leaf, and yeah, that's it for bugs. That
also,
are coming
the walking stick's not a real bug. Nobody has ever caught one of those.
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, and you said there were no fish coming to the Northern Hemisphere?
Oh no, for the Northern Hemisphere. Let me pull this up real quick.
All right, cool.
No, we're not getting anything, and we're not losing anything for fish.
Oh wow. Okay, so the Southern Hemisphere is gaining the sweet fish, the Napoleon fish, the dynamite fish. No, I made that one up. The puffer fish, the blue marlin, the ocean sunfish.
Okay.
So what about sea creatures in the Northern Hemisphere?
We're not gaining and we're not losing anything.
Why, if we were on video right now, I would have just done a spit take. But we're not. So in the Southern Hemisphere, however, they're gaining the moon jellyfish, the giant isopod, and the horseshoe crab. Now, do you have any speculation as to why the Northern Hemisphere isn't getting or losing anything?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, right? I mean, what could possibly be added in January that would be appropriate? Right, because a lot of these bugs and fish are obviously seasonal, and they come in and out with the seasons. But I'm trying to think,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
narwhals.
Narwhals, or yeah, that could be that. Yep. Moose. We could get moose.
Oh,
wait, those aren't bugs. And they're dinosaurs anyway.
Yeah, they're dinosaurs.
The reindeer bug.
Moose and squirrel.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's true.
But we're also not losing.
It just
anything,
seems weird.
Right?
We're not losing
anything.
We're
not losing anything. So, it gives you the opportunity to go out there, and if you were busy during the holidays, right, and you didn't have time to play that much, or right, you are getting this game new for the holidays, right? You're not going to lose out on
Right.
any of the December bugs, or only have like a week to catch all these bugs and fish and sea creatures from December. So there's still I have to pick up. So like I'm not too hurt that we didn't get any of them changed out this month.
Right. What I do find a little weird, I don't know about you, but when I'm walking around my island and I see dragonflies around, it just seems weird.
A bit.
It feels odd to me. You know, it just... do they know how cold it is? It just seems like they should just ice right up. And the dung beetles.
You're not a fan of them.
Stop playing with my snowballs. Like, I literally watched a dung beetle roll one of my snowballs today into a fence and make it explode. I was like, what are you doing? I was working on that.
Well, if I can't have it, nobody can have it.
Right.
I'm literally going to take my
Too
ball.
many perfect snowboys.
I'm going to take my ball and leave.
Yep.
Well, there. I mean,
Yeah, I was on a good path, all right? I was making some good perfect snowboys. And nope.
not perfect enough.
Not
be honest
perfect
with you.
enough.
Well, I mean, that really just
Yeah.
covers the fish, southern, northern hemisphere bugs and sea creatures. The only other thing that you could find, Kurt, was what?
So, Nintendo is going to be releasing a set of Animal Crossing figures,
I'm sorry,
which
what?
look amazing.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yep. And now they announced them, but they're not coming until June. But they're going to be a little pricey, $48
Each.
No.
$48 each is what you're saying.
Yeah, $48, and you get 7 of them, which is cool. And it does say miniature or minifigures, so they're about 2¼ inch, 2⅕ inch tall.
Jeez Louise.
They're soft and fuzzy texture, so they look like they look kind of flocked, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we've got Flick, we've got Nook, we've got Isabel, we've got, looks like Raymond
No.
and Pietro. No,
No,
that's
no,
not
no.
Raymond?
No, it's Nook, Isabel, Flick, Lolly, Dom, Flurry, and Marshall.
Is it Marshall that's the cat?
No, Marshall's the squirrel.
Ah, okay.
I
But
think,
that
I think that's
Pietro, man.
Yeah. I
But
think that
$48.
$48 is a lot for 7 figs for 2 1/5.
Yeah.
God, if it had ketchup in it or Beardo, it would be an automatic buy for me.
Where's KK?
That's true. You're also right. Where is KK? He seems more appropriate than Flick would be, right?
Well, I can buy the Flick thing. I understand the Flick thing. But to have no KK in this.
Well, he's kind of taken a back seat, right?
Yeah.
He used to be the mascot. He's not really the mascot anymore.
Well, neither is Flick, but
No, but he's
Yeah.
kind of fallen away from the zeitgeist of being the front and center now. Like, Nook has taken over and has become literally the face of the company, the face of the game.
that's just not right.
Are we called KK's Tavern? Oh, man, we should have called ourselves KK's Tavern.
We should have. Or KK's Coffee House is what we should have called ourselves.
You know what? It's a new year. It's a new show.
New year, new show. Welcome to KK's Coffee House. That is a great name.
Write it down.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, just a strange pick for villagers. I mean, Marshall and Dom are kind of staples, and people love those two. But like, Lolly and Flurry just seemed like random picks to me. I really think like missing the opportunity to putting Raymond in there. I think that was kind of a missed opportunity, or even like Tangy. Some of
Right.
these more popular with the community villagers.
So what if this is the first set?
I would like to believe that, but knowing what Nintendo does,
I know.
it's the one and only set that's going to come out.
Now, it is coming from Bandai, not
Okay.
Nintendo directly. And I can't even believe. Oh, the set can be found at Entertainment Earth, but the pre-orders are already sold out.
What the heck is Entertainment Earth?
I think it's a U.S. Distribution toy company.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if they're already sold out, then that gives them hope that they can get more than one set out there,
Right.
Because you're not going to have boxes just sitting around if they're going to sell out right away.
Right. Exactly. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch and see if anything comes of it. I think the Flick figure looks awesome, honestly, as does the Pietro. I mean, they all look good.
Dom.
Yeah.
Pietro's not in this. It's Dom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. Because of the tie-dye, it threw me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, then forget that. This set stinks.
It's got everything's ruined. I'm taking my snowballs and going home.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, and with that, that's kind of the end of the news. There really wasn't much going on. I do know that our next event is, for all intents and purposes, Mardi Gras, right? I mean, with Pave.
Yeah, I guess you're right on that.
But we'll end up talking about that when we get closer.
There's got to be like a fishing tournament or a bug tournament coming up.
Funny you should mention that. There's a fishing tournament coming this Saturday.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll remember to do it this time.
Oh, I know. I'll remind you.
Yeah,
I'm sure to remind you.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you always do.
Yep. Just every single time.
I've never missed a fishing tournament because of you, bud.
Nope. I always text you and you go, I'm already fishing.
Yeah.
And yep.
Funny you would text me. I have my rod in hand.
I know. And what's really weird is that when I text you, I've already forgotten to do it myself. So, ironically, when you are holding your rod and fishing, I'm waiting for you to remind me.
But I
So that
don't.
can-
That's my favorite part is that I don't.
But you always deprive me of grabbing my rod and doing the fishing tournament.
And with that note, we're going to take a break. Everybody here in chat, stick around. We'll interact with you. You on the podcast, enjoy the ad, and we'll see you in Community Spotlight. What do you want me to go into? Your tackle box? Do you want me to start talking about your tackle
I
box?
was just trying to give you an opportunity.
I know you were giving me an opportunity. I'm not taking that. Literally, you're throwing out bait as we
I
do
know.
fishing bits.
See, you could have gone down that. I would have said something about bobbers.
Can you guys guess what I am? Can you guess who I am?
Oh. You. How are you doing that? I think you mentioned it before, but I try to go like very slowly as well. And I just end up going slowly.
I lightly tilt the thumbstick. That's all I do.
That's as light as that's all I'm doing too. And that's literally as light as I can go.
I love it. I'm using a Pro controller. What are you using?
Oh, I'm not. I'm using regular Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
What a mess. Hey, you keep that closed. A bunch of hooligans. Oh, God, you people.
I know you did. I know that you can put anything in there.
You can put stuff in there?
Oh, come on. You know that.
No, I did not.
There's an outfit in here called Lucy.
Oh, so it's my closet.
I guess so.
I didn't know that they linked all the stuff to it though.
Neither did I.
I agree, Kit Kat. They're troublemakers. They're all troublemakers.
It's just like watching the kids play with the house when the parents
Well,
are
yeah,
away.
yeah, of course. Alright. Turn this off.
Baloney, get out of my chair.
There we go.
What's the matter? Don't you know how to turn off the TV?
No! Alright, sit down, you lunatics.
Don't turn off that camera. Don't, oh, son of a bitch.
Hey, language!
Oh, crap. Oh,
Kurt, sit down.
I'm sitting.
Emily,
very long week.
stop. You know how he gets. I can't get my camera angle right. Here we go. All right, lead us back in.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for hanging on. Welcome to Nooks Tavern, the in-game in-studio podcast, all about Animal Crossing New Horizons. All right, so we're breaking back into Community Spotlight.
So,
Phil.
Kurt, you brought a couple videos with you?
I did. So, once again, the folks at Great Bit Arcade do a video from The Simpsons based on Cletus the Slack-Jawed Yokel.
It's unreal.
Have you watched this thing?
I have
It's
watched this. It's too good.
ridiculous. It's so good.
It's such a random thing to pick. It's a bit inside The Simpsons.
Right.
That'd be like I don't know, taking a show that the Aqua Teen Hunger Force watches and then doing a video and Animal Crossing on it.
Right, and they don't even go like the easy route, which is Itchy and Scratchy,
Yeah.
or even Krusty. They just go Cletus. We're just gonna do Cletus, and it's amazing.
It is, and Brandine looks like Brandine, man. It's really, really, really well done.
Yeah. Yep. So I would recommend them highly, just in general, because they do amazing videos regardless. They're not short of subscribers, but they're worth subscribing to.
I wonder
They're
if
awesome.
they have a King of the Hill. They've got to, right?
You would think at this point.
Great bit.
Bobby.
We're gonna do it live. Great bit.
Live King of the Hill search.
King of Prussia.
That's very different.
Nah, they don't. They should.
Yeah, they should.
I want
Maybe
it.
they will.
That's cool. Such a weird find, but also it's really well made. I mean, everything they make is well made over there.
Right. So this next thing we get from Reddit. Phil, why don't you introduce this since you brought it?
I don't think that I brought this, but let me see.
No, you didn't. I was just kidding.
Thank you.
And ironically, my Cletus video just started playing. So this next thing was brought to us by one of the folks in the audience. Delphine, I believe, brought this.
Yes.
And it is just a screenshot of somebody who's mocked up in-game a shot from The Prisoner. Now, a lot of people aren't going to know what that is, but it was a British TV show from the 60s. And I look it up yourselves because it's hard to explain what it actually is all about. But there is a giant inflatable, what looks like a weather balloon, that chases you down if you try to escape the island or the village, rather. And they have that on the beach, and they have somebody kind of dressed up in the outfits that were worn in The Prisoner. It looks awesome. It's simple but effective, and I love
Is
this.
it a comedy?
No.
So it's like an action drama.
Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha. Like Prison Break.
Kind of, except they're really, Prison Break made it look like you could actually escape, and in the Prisoner, there's no escape.
Spoilers. There's got to be an escape. Spoilers.
It doesn't ever look like it.
It's a 50-year-old show, man. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Watch it for yourselves. I'm pretty sure they'll get out this time. Let's see. This next thing was another Reddit picture, and you did see this one.
Yeah, this one is super dope.
So, more artwork, right, from fans of the game, and boy, oh boy, go for it.
So it's a super realistic, highly textured picture of Celeste. Not only is it a picture of Celeste, but it's a picture of Celeste holding a shooting star as a star shoots over her head above. It's so good. It's got the big eyes that a lot of these paintings have. And it's just, every time I or Kurt sees one of these, we automatically bring it because it's such a style that we love so much.
Yep. And this was done by somebody named Wilfy, Wylfi. And they're on Reddit, and it is amazing. It's just so good.
They're so talented.
Yep. Yeah, I can't even imagine that level. That's just amazing. So there's that. Let's see. Okay. So every now and then we like to bring musical covers of Animal Crossing songs. And this week is no exception. We have a user playing trombone as kind of a duet with the soundtrack to just the Animal Crossing. I think it's the Toy Day. I'm waiting
It's
for
New
this
Year's
to
Eve.
load. It's New Year's Eve. That's what it was. And normally it wouldn't have been enough for me to bring, but he's a really good player, and playing with the soundtrack, it just works. So this is a YouTube user or YouTuber by the name of Donk Perks.
Such a great
DANCPRKS. It might be Dance Perks or something like that. But he has 25 views and 31 subscribers. It's really well done. It's really well done. And once again, pretty simplistic in its execution, but he's a good player, and I'm a sucker for good musicians that nobody knows about.
And
so
I'm pulling up a second. Do you know if he has more than one videos, or is this the only?
Let me see here.
No, he does a Quartet Cafe KK, where he records 4 different lines of
I
trombone.
didn't see that. Oh, and it looks like his name is Dan Parks. So
yes, that would make sense.
okay, yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Cafe KK trombone cover, New Year's Day music. He does Overwatch Victory theme in multi-track. Very cool.
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah. So check him out.
Good find.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did we bring?
You got your last YouTube video.
Last YouTube video, which is, I did have it open on a tab here somewhere. So let's see. La la la.
I got it.
It's a
It's an
minute 37.
This is just somebody playing the Animal Crossing theme with a little bit of a backbeat on their piano.
Right, yeah. I love this. He kind of funked it up a little bit. The user's name is Neat, spelled with N sigma sigma T. He's got 3.21 subscribers, 296 views on this. But he's got this like kind of a hip hop beat going on underneath it, and he's clearly having a lot of fun playing it.
How many Pikachus do you think he's got in that studio?
So he clearly is a Pokemon collector. There's probably 137 Pikachus in there.
I'm gonna have to guess you're probably right on that.
And then he's got a mask up there as well. And is that a weird giant Homer Simpson in the cabinet below?
That's a Pikachu.
No, with the tie.
That's a Pikachu with a tie.
Oh, my mistake. A Pikachu with a red tie
That's
and a white business
Pikachu.
shirt. Yep, business Pikachu. Of course it is. Yeah. So I blame Ryan Reynolds. All right.
Obviously.
So So, but the Animal Crossing New Horizons cover is pretty awesome.
It was. That's a really really good find. Kurt, you brought good videos this week. Not saying that
Thank
you don't
you,
bring
man.
good videos every week, but these videos are especially well this week.
Thank you. And you brought this last Reddit thing, right?
Yeah, this is mine.
I haven't looked at this yet.
Let me pull up
so.
the Reddit page for everybody. There we go. Let's make this a big screen because you're going to want to watch this video because somebody has created a moonscape that you fly over with nothing but stars.
Ooh, what do you mean you fly over it?
So, like, as you're flying into their island, it's the
okay.
main thing that you fly over.
Oh.
Is this killer display of an 8-bit moon made out of those star fragment. You know the things that I have out in front of my house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the star fragments.
Those. So it's just it was so eye catching, and to see somebody have that many of those of the purples and
Wow,
yellows.
that's
man,
a lot of stars.
It was incredible. So I really enjoyed the heck out of it. So I was like, well, I got to bring it here.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, and clearly he did it specifically for people flying in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
100%.
That's very cool. Oh, and nice jingle. Do you see that jingle?
I saw
on
a jingle
the
at
ground?
the end. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Holiday
awesome.
spirit, you know?
How much time would that have taken?
Well, VO by Kurt.
Yes.
You got anything else for the show?
I think not. I think we're good for the outro.
All right, let's commence. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Nooks Tavern. This episode of Nooks Tavern was brought to you by the Patreon producer, B-Mel. Thank you, my dude. You want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/Nooks Tavern and support where you can. If you know somebody that just got a new Switch and want them to also enjoy cool things like Nooks Tavern, you can share the show with them or simply head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. It helps the show as well. Thank you to Emily Swan for the wonderful album art and the weekly art that she does for this show. You can support her over at A Swan Named Emily on Patreon, patreon.com/A Swan Named Emily, or twitch.tv/A Swan Named Emily. I think she's starting up her Friday art streams again on that channel.
Ooh.
You have a story you'd like to share from your island, you can email the show over at nookstavern@gmail.com and join the wonderful community over at our Discord at tiny.cc/nookstavern. Kurt, where can people find you?
Yes. I can be found all over the place, but on Twitter I'm at VO by Kurt. On Twitch I'm at VO by Kurt. That is a change for people who've been listening for a while. I've decided to just consolidate everything under VO by Kurt. Search for me everywhere under that. You'll find me. Phil, where can people find you?
Imaginary Nomad, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1. I'm just probably going to be finishing up the Stumble Through Hyrule on my Twitch page. So we'll be moving on to a new game soon enough, which I might allow my patrons to choose. Botch Podcast, Almost Daily Discourse. That whole schedule is over on my Twitch page, so you can check that out. Hit the bell because sometimes I go live for the heck of it. It's not as family-friendly as this, but we try to stay at least PG-13 to hard R. Anything else, Kurt?
Just one thing. May the Force be with you.
Con! Kurt, you stole my line.
Did I really?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's awesome. I got kicked out of your island.
Obviously, but Baloney's sitting in because he looks like you.
So I'm back on my island. And everybody's exercising.
What's your turnip prices at?
Oh, let me check.
Everybody check your turnip prices for me.
Everybody's turnip in. Alright. Turnip prices.
Terrible.
Current price for turnips is 90 bells per turnip.
Eh.
Yep.
Ugh. Why'd you sit down?
Did you get your seasonal items from Nook Shopping?
What do you mean? Ugh,
The 2021 Arch
yes.
and all that other stuff.
Yeah, unless they added anything like today.
I don't think they did.
I will check it. Yeah, got all that.
I'm gonna stop recording.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I saw that they threw a bunch of junk out there.
Huh.
I like to think that, like, them throwing junk everywhere is what got me to 5 stars. And every time I clean it up, I go back down to 4.
Yep. And you would be at 3 stars, except you haven't found all the junk.
Yeah. A safety helmet.
Sounds like something a gyroid would wear.
Yeah, right? They haven't said anything about those, have they?
No, not yet. All right, I gotta run, but I will get this edited and sent off to you.
Jeez Louise. Yeah. No worries, my dude.
All right,
All
have
right.
a good evening.
Yep, have a good second show.
See ya. Thanks.
Bye, Felicia. How you gonna drop a curse word in the middle of our show, Kurt? Shame on you, Kurt. Throwing your clothes around, I see you. Brad wants to leave. Come on, Brad. It's terrible. Oh, boy. Too many late nights for Philip. I need to get rid of my stuff somehow. Thanks, bud. Let's see who is streaming right now, guys. Well, you know what? We are going to raid Who gonna raid? Who we gonna raid? Because I have to get this edited and then probably go right to sleep. But I don't want anybody to leave. Let's raid with a good number into my dude N64 Josh. It looks like he's playing Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. So let's raid into there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everybody for coming out. Stick around for the raid. If you do not follow N64 Josh, you should. He's a good dude, good community, heck of a podcaster. Let's raid now, guys.